Welcome back, everybody, to Winter Warning Shot 2022, celebrating MGSR members getting into AGDQ 2022. My name is Plywood, and I will be hosting for this upcoming run of Piposaru 2001, which you may be wondering, what's that? It's actually Ape Escape from staff member and monkey maniac, ape fanatic, primate premier SRGTsilent. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Those are all acceptable titles. Thank you.
I really outdid myself, I feel.
I appreciate
that one.
that. I feel that was a great intro.
Thank you. I will let you take it away.
All right. So I'll start by saying, because the categories are a little teeny, this is expert any percent. The difference between expert and normal, which are the two difficulties, is you begin expert by actually choosing to continue your file. And then we're going to load a save that has whatever normal, as long as it's all pants, and 0% expert. So with that, we will get started on this run, if we're good to go, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So as I mentioned, we start by loading a file. That's because this second TV that we just entered, called Expert Mode, doesn't actually unlock until you have beaten the game once with all pants. Now, to explain what that means, you might be seeing a lot of pants in this game, and I mean a lot. This is Piposaru 2001, which is known as Ape Escape 2001, essentially is the English translation. But this game is exclusive to Japanese audiences. So if you guys have played Ape Escape 2, then you'll know that game starts with a cutscene of the main character, Hikaru, or Jimmy, loading a ton of pants into a teleportation machine. This is why those pants exist. It's because the rough story of this game is the monkey park called the professor and said, hey, so you know all those monkeys you have that you literally just sent into virtual space because you're super nice and holding them for us while we renovate the park? Yeah, so we need you to clean all their pants. And the professor goes, no, I don't think we do. And then Monkey Park goes, yeah, no, you do. You definitely do. So do it. And at that exact moment, our good friend Kakeru, or Spike, as you may know him, just so happens to walk in to the lab. And the professor goes, hey, guess who's cleaning monkey pants? So here we are. We have been given the professor's new gadget, the Nuggetcher. It's a vacuum cleaner, and it sucks pants off monkeys. And that's what we're gonna be doing. Sucking pants off of monkeys. Another cool feature, though, is I can actually hold on to the monkeys and fire them like a cannon, which is going to be something I do quite regularly, as this is expert mode. A lot of the time, there'll be pants in unique places or slightly out of reach that I have to fire pants or fire monkeys at so that I can get them. There is another boon to shooting monkeys. Whenever you hit a monkey or a pants capsule, which are those bottles you saw, the pants are automatically given straight to me, as opposed to me having to vacuum them up loosely. So we're gonna try to do that, but we have to balance when we shoot pants, or shoot monkeys at pants, versus when we just collect the pants ourselves. Another thing you're gonna see me doing is jumping. You actually increase the distance of the vacuum when you jump. So I'm going to be jumping before I start a vacuum. So you'll notice there's a ton of spikes on this level. If by chance you've played this game, you probably didn't play expert mode. Expert mode is essentially normal mode, but the devs decided let's make it fun and a lot harder. Also, every level is ice physics, so that's why I just slid into that spike. There's not really anything you can do about it. It's just that's how this game is programmed, and it's lovely. Love it. Absolutely love it. Ice physics are great. It's not actually ice physics, but it's very, very slippery. So, right now I'm in a set of levels called Honobono. If you can read Japanese, you will probably realize that's essentially nonsense. Each of the level themes, like this is the plains, has a Japanese onomatopoeia. So Honobono is the sound of wind over plains. It's like peaceful, relaxing, just, you know, wind and windmills and that kind of stuff. So you're gonna see a lot of that kind of imagery here. They really sell on the imagery. Speaking of imagery, you might be noticing I am Blue Kakeru. Blue Kakeru is the only Kakeru. No regrets. I will not take that back. If it off-puts you, that's just how they do expert mode. They make him blue to emphasize that you're on expert mode. So I got a power-up for this level. This is a power star in vulnerability token. I don't know what it's called. I have the manual here. I could look at it, but essentially what it does is it removes my ability to use the vacuum and instead replaces it with the ability to just steamroll through monkeys. Oh, unfortunately a monkey has disappeared, so now I need to wait for the invulnerability power-up to disappear so that I can find where he went. That's what the pants radar you see above my head does. While I have the power star, it will point to wherever the closest monkey period is, but when I do not have the star, it will point to whoever still has pants on in the level. So anytime a level turns into, oh no, a pair of pants is missing, I'm going to be relying on the pants radar. The downside is it's a giant pair of pants above your head, and it's just going to be straight up obstructing vision. So, we're at Spectre 1. This is the first boss. The TLDR on the story is Spectre is mad at us because we're denying monkeys the right to wear their pants. So, Spectre is taking it upon himself to take a holy position of martyrdom where he will die for monkeys' rights to wear pants. That is not even a joke. Alright, so this is Spectre 1. It's kinda a hard setup. You need to pick a bomb MD up. MD stands for mechanical disc. There's a couple different types. And we need to throw it immediately. So we know we're in a good spot because there's only 5 pants left. You can see how many pants are in the level based on the edge of the screen. So Spectre's pattern changes depending on how many pants you knock off of him. Because we hit him on the very first super fast cycle, we got him to 5 pants. He'll either be at 5 or 6. And what that does is it lets us know he's going to be moving to a different cycle, his other movement pattern. And that lets us just straight up throw a bomb at him, hit him, and take him out. Spectre has weird quirks where if you hit him with a bomb, you can never... Also, shoutouts to Monkey Onsen. If you hit him with a bomb, you can never knock off the, first 5 pants if he has more pants attached to him. But if you hit him with a monkey, which is possible, and we'll be seeing it later, you will be able to knock every pants off. Normally this game doesn't lag. It's actually pretty good. But if I hit Spectre and knock every pair of pantsu off in a single run, there's gonna be some lag. So we'll see that. So we're out of Honobono. You might have noticed we had 2 paths. We chose the Honobono path. We always want to choose the shorter path of least resistance. So this is the same option is going to be present here. We're going to be going into the Ate levels. Ate is the sound of hot, spicy sand. So the cool thing about sand is that you actually move really slow when on sand. So I'm going to be jumping a lot, and I'm going to be trying to take advantage of the monkey positions and getting some really cool snipes in this stage. Now we'll see if any of those actually apply. Like that was a nice snipe right there. So that's the joy of being able to fire monkeys at pants, is you can just line up shots like that, get the pants, and then you don't have to worry about sucking the capsule open. So here we're going to get introduced to a new mechanic of RTA, which is the tornado. There is a fast cycle that we want to get, but we'll see if we actually get it. Basically, I just need to not get sucked up in this tornado or I lose like 10 seconds. The tornado moves fixed, but so the monkey's initial spawn, the pants capsules, and the enemy havocs are all fixed in terms of where they're located, but this game has insane amounts of AI. What the monkeys do once they've spawned in is there are so many insane amounts of unknown RNG factors to this game that, just for reference, my PB is 50 minutes. My sum of best is 46 minutes. So it is completely realistic for this run to go anywhere from 50 minutes to 58 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't do that, but I'm just warning you all ahead of time. The RNG in this game is something fierce. So, something to talk about. At the end of every level, you'll notice there is a rank and 2 pairs of golden pants. Essentially, the S rank is for completing the level faster than a developer set time, which is usually pretty easy. There's maybe 10 stages where it's actually something bad. The first pair of golden pants is... Sorry. The first pair of golden pants is for... Please, get the capsule. Complete or delivering all of the pantsu in a single visit. And the second pair of pants is for, oh no. I'll explain that shortly. The second pair of pants is for never running out of time on the clock. You can see there is a time up above, and as long as that never goes down, we'll get that second pair of golden pants. Now, this is any percent, so we don't actually care about any of that. It's just, if you're wondering why I'm getting them sometimes, that's what unlocks them. So, the thing about having to drop all the pants off in one visit is monkeys can grab onto your pants chain and pull your pants off, which is very annoying because then you have to suck the pants back up and it loses time. You can shake them off by doing a spin, which is pushing the suck button twice. You can do that while jumping and moving, but generally if you commit to a jump, you're probably going to lose your pants. So you'll notice that we backed out of the level and went to this one instead. That's because these are the spooky spook levels, Doki Doki, which you might recognize the phrase Doki Doki. It's essentially Japanese for heart pumping, excitement, fear, anything that gets the heart moving. These are way faster than that alternative level. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire this monkey at that gravestone, which, guess what? The devs put secrets in this game. That gravestone actually has an invulnerability star, which makes all of these coffin monkeys, which normally can only be broken with a bomb or another monkey, get up and start running away. Which means we just invulnerability power star straight through them and call it a day. The alternative level choice we'll be seeing some more later because we're obligated to go to that type of level. Very bad level. Very bad level. And I'll explain when we get there, but... So, The desert levels introduce cactus monkeys, which your pants can get caught on. The spooky levels introduced these coffin monkeys, which, as I explained, can only be broken out with bombs or other monkeys. Honobono was the yellow monkeys, and that's going to be a pretty typical theme. Every time we see a new area, it's going to introduce me to a new type of monkey. So I'm going to go for a really cool strat here. Never mind, I'm just going to take my time and line it up. So hopefully I got all of those pants. I did not get all of those, nor all of those. That's really unfortunate. So there are actually pant capsules hidden in what this game essentially calls acid. Shoutouts to Metal Gear Acid, that's totally related. And on expert mode, on normal mode they're not in there, but on expert mode you have to explore the levels to find those capsules. And they're not actually there by default. In order to get the pants capsules to spawn, I believe you have to collect 12 pairs of pantsu, or they just straight up do not exist. So that's how that kind of level works, but we only have to do that one level that has capsules in the acid. The rest of those are in a different category called All Pants, where you visit every single stage. So we're moving back on into RTA. This is RTA 5. This is one of, if not the longest level in the game. Thankfully, on expert mode, it's much less RNG, but that doesn't change it from being very long. So, RTA also has this introduction of these metal plates. Being in the desert, metal plates are hot. Metal plates hot mean that things that are combustible will combust. That includes Kakeru. So I'm actually on a limited time frame to get all 3 of those pant capsules and then get back in or off of that and into some water. Water thankfully extinguishes the fire, so I don't have to worry about that. So there are 5 monkeys that I needed to grab there. You can also use visual cues like how many pants you have on screen and a couple other things, but mostly it just comes down to, you know, knowing where pants are and when you need pants. This is going to introduce a mechanic called timeout or sudden death. Basically, when the timer hits, normally in this game, you can take 3 hits. Your first hit will put you to yellow, your second hit will put you to red, and your third hit will kill you. However, in sudden death mode, you'll notice that Kakeru's HP has completely disappeared. Sudden death means sudden death. When you run out of time on the clock, 1 hit from absolutely any source will kill you. That includes monkeys, things like that cactus sitting in the ground, literally anything. If you touch it, and it does damage, you are instantly defeated. And hopefully we won't be seeing that. It is possible. If that does happen, I lose all my pants. If I still have HP, or if I'm not in sudden death, I lose all my pants and I respawn at the beginning, and I have to go collect them again. If I'm in sudden death and it happens, it's a stage reset. So we're really hoping that doesn't happen. Alright, so RTA Spectre, this is the final boss of World 2. There are 4 worlds in this game that get progressively harder. RTA Spectre is not too bad. It's basically the same strat as before. I don't know any fast way to do this, so I basically just throw the bomb here, hit the pants, and now my only goal is to collect as many pants as I can. The tornado is going to collect a bunch of them, just because I'm not able to get here before the tornado does, as you can see. Oh no. Now, what happens when you don't collect pants is that if they're left in the environment for too long, Spectre will pick the pants back up, and in a normal stage he would respawn monkeys wearing them. But in Spectre stages, what he does is the pants just recollect on the Spectre. That lets us just sit where we know he's going to be, throw a bomb on him, get the rest of the pants, and get out of the stage. And for those of you who are saying, well, why don't you just get all the pants first hit? Again, the tornado basically makes that impossible. And on top of that, with a bomb, you can never knock off the first 5 pants. So we have to wait on a second cycle anyway, but he won't have any. He'll only have 5 pants. The tornado will have the rest. It'd be really cool if there was a way to one cycle that Spectre, but as far as I know, me and the other guy who did an IL, Perubi, have no idea how to one cycle that Spectre. Alright, so we're moving into World 3. This is the Professor course. Oh, speaking of that, let me open something really quick that I would love to shout out. I'll do that later, though. So, earlier I mentioned the lovely levels we skipped. Those levels are known as Surisuru, which is the sound of the sound of skates on ice. The slush of that ice being sheared away. The Surisuru levels contain what we decided would be the Japanese ice skating gang. They are modeled after a Japanese biker gang, except they use ice skates. They are, as an interesting aside for this game, the black monkeys, which are what these ice skating guys are, they're actually the super speedy monkeys in this game. Now, if you're used to other Ape Escape games, then you'll know that normally it's the super fast blue monkeys. But in this game, the blue monkeys are cactuses. And instead, we have Speedy Boy ice skating gang monks. Also, that might be a new world record for that stage. That was really good. You saw me use the Love MD there. What the Love MD does is it lures all the monkeys in the map towards it. That's going to be a pretty important mechanic for some of the later stages, because there are monkeys all over the stage, and you want to get as many of them to you as close to you as quickly as possible, so that you can suck all of the pants. Excuse me. Stay hydrated, folks. I'm doing a lot of talking. Be smart. So, Honobono 4 is a super quick level. We're gonna try to get a snipe, and we got it. Sick. Last monkey's right there, and we're out. 11 seconds. So that level will either go incredibly well, like you just saw, or you'll miss that shot, and monkeys go everywhere. There are so many monkeys congested into that pile. It's insane. Alright, new level mechanic. We purposefully skipped Picha Picha. The reason we skipped Picha Picha is because Picha Picha is the sound of splashing water and waves. Not waves. It's the sound of, like, flippers splashing in water. Or maybe it's bubbles. It's one of them. Picha Picha is the light green monk, or light blue monks. And light blue monks are very slow on land, but very fast in the water. That's probably bad. I'm gonna make an executive decision and reset, because I accidentally tapped the circle button there. So this stage has a very, very precise setup to do it quickly. There are a lot of cycles I need to meet. This stage has a couple gimmicks, like a whirlpool that sucks monkeys into it. It has rising and lowering water. And because I have to make all of those cycles, I need all of the resources that I'm going to be collecting. So throwing that Love MD down there on accident was pretty detrimental to me, and it would have been very hard to recover the stage. Also, you have low gravity underwater, which is cool because it lets you make some jumps that you normally wouldn't be able to make. Also, that clock gives you more time. It doesn't count against rank, which is really good. Alright, so I need to hit this pants capsule as quickly as possible with the skipping stone monkey. Shoutouts to him hitting that first try. The level can be very mean with how monkey rock physics work and just choose not to hit the monkey or not hit the pant capsule out in the distance. Oh my god, we got it. Alright, so notice how the water filled up immediately after that? That was the cycle that I needed to make. So now we're on a really, really good cycle. And with that really good cycle, I can hit the button to begin lowering the water. And now I'll be able to do the fast cycle for this level. So, oh no. If a monkey gets my pants, he's going to start running away from me, and that's very bad. If he runs away from me and the water starts refilling, basically I've missed an entire cycle, and if the water is refilling, he's swimming. These blue monkeys move incredibly fast when they are swimming. So letting them take the pants off of me is beyond detrimental. But all in all, that reset was incredibly worth it because it just saved a ton of time. That was exactly how you want that stage to go. And thankfully, we never have to see another Picha stage again. In fact, this warp is the final for all of the worlds or all of the different themes, with one exception that we'll get to in Hub 4. Sorry, just drinking some water. Alright, RTA 4, I am notoriously good at goofing this stage. There are Pantsu on the 4 I'm mad. There are Pantsu on the 4 corners. I need to make sure that I get all of the Pantsu on all of the corners. But getting hit there, as you saw, when I get hit, you automatically fire every pair of, or every monkey you have, which is annoying because I was lining that shot up when that monkey shot me. Alright. So, what I did right there, I jumped wide. I have a really bad habit of jumping wide there, and if I fall into the void, I respawn with all of my pants dropped, and that would be very bad. So I've been trying to practice not doing that, but old habits die hard. Also, yes, to anyone wondering, we are indeed ending the level on a washing machine. You know, gotta wash pants. It makes the most sense to deliver them to the washing machine. I mean, that's what you would do if you were collecting pants, right, guys? Alright, Doki Doki 4. Jumping does make you slower, but on sand, you want to jump. Sand is slower. Walking on sand is slower than jumping on sand. Alright, so Doki Doki 4. This is the newest strat in the game. This strat was found 3 or 4 days ago. So it turns out there's a secret, just like in the other Doki Doki stage, there's actually a secret invulnerability power up in this stage. So I need to make sure that I get all 5 pants, which I did. Nice. That sets me up for this level going how I want. Now, it's possible for the way this game works when you... Nice. When you trigger a monkey with, like... Or when you hit a monkey with an explosion or another monkey, the monkey popping into the air and dropping his pants can actually collide with another monkey, and that causes a chain reaction. So it's possible to actually get every monkey on that ground floor there to just pop. Just chain react the whole thing. That is another example of why RNG in this game is so harsh, because if you don't get that, then you just kind of cry as you lose, I don't know. Depends on the level. Some levels you'll lose a lot of time, others you'll lose maybe a second, but it matters. The ILs for this game, individual levels, are starting to get to a point where they're really good. I have a full sweep on the ILs if you would like to get this game. We don't accept emulator, but if you import this game and play it, it's fun. So, we're back to the Surgery stages. This stage is really bad because a ton of monkeys with pants are running away from me. And as you can see right there, that was almost good. The monkeys will actually run into pants bottles, and just like sucking pants bottles with the vacuum. Oh, I'm so glad it waited for me to land. There's actually 2 pants bottles on this bridge. Notice how there are none here? That's because so many monkeys collided with those pants bottles that the pants flew into space and then were collected by the monkeys. So now, this might be really bad if, depending on when that happened, Spectre might have spawned pants monkeys up above, which is going to cause me to have to run an entire another visit of this stage. Okay, thankfully, it worked out where every monkey with pantsu had already dropped down. If he respawns one up top, I have to go all the way around again. Also, pants take time to get to Kikeru. If I step on the washing machine before I have all the pantsu collected, then it will actually accept it, but there'll be just a pants floating in the void heading towards me, and you lose 3 seconds waiting for the washing machine to lower so that you can get on it again. So if you see me like stagger before getting on the washing machine, it's because I'm waiting for all the pantsu to get to me. Alright, this stage is the Where's Waldo of Expert mode. Let's see where Waldo is. Oh, he's over there. Okay. That's bad RNG. So this is one of the few exceptions to monkey positions are fixed. Waldo is not guaranteed to be fixed, and he starts moving immediately upon entering the level. So the fact that he went left instead of right just saved me about 3 seconds. He's also the only pair of pantsu in this level, so shoutouts to him. Not as fancy as the pair of very fancy pants that Mr. Fancy Pants will wear. I agree. So we're listening to the loading, at the end of, a level, when we get the results screen, if you listen closely, you'll hear the game screaming or saying, meow, 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 boop, 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 meow, 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 boop, 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 boop. And none of you will be able to unhear that now. You're all so welcome. So, this is Surdu Spectre, widely considered the worst stage in the game. We will either 1 cycle this boss, 2 cycle this boss, 3 cycle this boss, or cry. What we need to do is line up at a very specific spot, hope for very specific RNG, and plow into Spectre with the monkeys. Now, you're gonna see some lag here if I hit him. And I did. Let's go. So that's what I meant by this game usually doesn't have lag. but I just dropped a lot of pants. I need to get these monkeys off of me because they're being a nuisance. Oh, wow. This was a perfect Surdu Spectre. First cycle, sniped him, got all the pants, didn't miss any. The only downside was I had to go a little further than I usually do. But trust me, chat, when I say this, that is not free. That level is insane. So I'm actually really happy I got that. That level single-handedly can add a minute or two to your run easily. All right, Monkey Onsen. So the Monkey Onsen, just if you get S ranks and levels, you unlock monkeys with have like funny quotes and stuff. It's all in Japanese, so you probably won't understand a word of it, but it's there. Alright, so we're moving on to the final world, World 4. And to those of you, excuse me, saying, streamer, you're 30 minutes into the run with an hour estimate. Yes, I know. This end game is this game is very end loaded. Extremely end loaded. So these are the Pico Pico levels. Pico Pico is the sound of machinery and gears. These are known as the factory levels. They introduced this mechanic, go fast or go slow on conveyor belts. So what I need here is and also introduces red monkeys. I need very specific movement to do these fast. So tanks, red monkeys come in tanks. Tanks must be destroyed first before you could get the pantsu out of the monkey inside of them. Nice, nice, nice. There's also these these missiles. Missiles are super fun because if they hit you, they knock you around. So I'm gonna throw that there. And tanks can just choose to get stuck on objects for some reason. I have no idea why. So this is actually a really good pattern where all of the tanks behaved. Normally, that never happens, is what you need to know. Ow. Oh no, that's not good. Hit him? Okay, good. That went well. Jumps in this game are also a bit finicky, so it's actually very easy to, if you try to do your double jump input past the peak of your jump, there's an extremely big chance that you just fail the jump input and fall into the void. But yeah, this is where the game starts getting really scary. That was a really good Pico Pico one. The IL is 10 seconds faster than that. But just getting through that stage alive is good enough for me. In fact, I literally golded that. That's how good that Pico Pico was. Okay, Pico Pico 2. So, you might have... oh, wrong stage. This stage is really, really bad on the RNG. So, I need to get all of these monkeys with pants. Don't hit me! Nice, okay. Because I need to actually shoot them at 2 pants capsules that are located off to the edge of the screen, and I can't actually hit those pants capsules without firing monkeys at them. So now what I really need for the last 4 pants is for the... No, he's gonna hit me. What I really need is the 2 tanks to behave, which they are not. Okay, that's fine. You'll also notice that on red pants monkeys, they're actually resistant to being sucked immediately. It takes, I think, twice as long to suck their pants off, and it takes twice as long to actually suck them into a vacuum. The downside to them being the upside of them being super resistant is they're essentially blind. They have literally no idea that you're next to them sometimes. This run's actually going really well. So, to the host, we might be quite a bit underestimate. I've been improving this game a lot. Like, a lot, since I originally submitted it to GDQ. So, 1 hour is what I would call beyond generous. 55 is a more realistic estimate, but it's a bit late to go changing that. So I'm just committing to the hour, just so everyone's aware. So you might have been seeing an MD that I haven't been using, like this one right here. This is the remote control MD, and what it does is it lets you, well, remote control. So we're hoping for a chain reaction. That's also fine. Get him? Yo, shoutouts to that guy. So this stage annoyingly has a bunch of tank monkeys that are just chilling all over the stage that I have to get to come to me because it's only tanks until you shoot some monkeys. So I have to specifically bait everyone over to that side before I can start collecting pants. Now you'll notice, please don't, that I'm bringing a Love MD with me. The reason for that is because I have to, at the beginning of this stage, make a shot right here to get 5 pantsu. Hey, that was mean. And trying to make that shot while Spectre, you'll notice, was at the beginning of the stage spawning all of the monkeys that I've knocked out of existence. Trying to make that shot while there is a horde of 80 monkeys trying to pummel you is almost impossible. So I take a Love MD, I drop it on the ground, it gets the monkey's attention long enough for me to line up the shot, take it, and get out of that level. Alright, Pico 4. This is probably my favorite level in the game. It's a real test of platforming, and this game is pretty much glitchless. The cool things, though, is it has a lot of platforming exploits. So, I'm just gonna hop casually around those bombs, and we're gonna be seeing that a few more times in this stage. Can't get too close to those bombs or they'll hit you with their residual explosion. Get the pants radar because you never know what's going to happen. Get this. There are 10 pants on the first floor. And there are 3 floors. We're going to do a small jump around just like that. Throw this Love MD here. Get as many of these guys as we can. Unfortunately. Oh. Sniping? No snipe. But that's fine. Grab another Love MD, which is going to let us move up to this floor and drop it. That's going to get all the monkeys collectively together. There are a lot of tanks, so we really want that. And one managed to run away. That's unfortunate, but it happens. So when a monkey is knocked out of a tank, he's immune to the Love MD temporarily. So he has a chance to just run away like that. Also, I jumped there. Normally you want to run off instead of jumping up, but if you run off, because of the Love MD you threw, a bunch of tanks will be at the bottom, and your pants will just get stuck on them, and then fall into the void and everywhere, and it's big sad. So I just jump off. Alright, so we're moving on to the final set of levels. Pico 5, or... well, it contains actually 5 levels in this warp. Maze 1, Maze 2, Maze 3, Pico 5, and Pico Spectre. So the maze levels are pretty much just a little bit of platforming execution. There's a couple things to explain in them, but for the most part, it's just movement. So this first one is a lot of conveyor belts, and I'm going to be taking my diagonals here so that I can skip as much platforming as possible. It is possible for these tank monkeys to smack me, knocking me backwards into the void. It has happened before, and it will one day happen again. So I'm really hoping it doesn't. Alright, so that was Maze 1. Maze 1's not too bad. Maze 2 is, again, a series of switches. So we just gotta run in a straight line, do a corner jump, and now the gimmick of Maze 2 is there's a lot of tank monkeys, and we are being continually chased by missiles. Now, because this is a speed run, remember I said if you put your double jump input in too late, it just kind of eats the double jump? Yeah, that's what happened there. It's fine though. I'm not too fussed about it. Anyway, yeah, we're being chased by missiles. So in the final section, what we need to do is activate 4 buttons. You note, but it doesn't matter what order. You'll notice I missed the 3 buttons. That's because the way this level is designed, I have to... Wow. Mean. The stage is being mean. I have to come back to this button anyway. So I might as well just take the corner... I don't even have any justification for that. That monkey was like, yo, you see this run you're doing? No. There goes literally 50 seconds. The jump was my fault, but that monkey pushing me into the void was just... Alright, so this is the biggest skip in the game. What we're gonna do is a little zip, and this is going to save 50 or 20 seconds of movement. That was it right there. It just, the game, like, detects you as being under the platform or something and decides to zip you up. Push. Yeah, that's literally what happened. That red monkey just came up and went, So you'll notice I've not been collecting pants. The game emphasizes that all the pants have been collected, but also JK, Pico Pico 5, this is the last pants stage in the run. In all pants, there'd be another one, but this is any percent. Nice. So we have to, that's some lag right there. Because of how many monkeys are on the screen, there's some serious lag on this stage. We have to get through the final wave of Pantsu. And what we need to do is make specific cycles to get on top of, don't hit me please, ow. Make specific cycles to get back on... Hey, what is with this? Bad RNG. Oh god, I'm scared. No, I'm scared. Okay, this is fine now. We fixed it. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So remember how I said we really wanted chain reactions? That we could have gotten a chain reaction here with good RNG. We didn't get it, which means we're losing a lot of time on this split, but I mean, that's just the RNG of the game. So here Spectre taunts us. Spectre is like, you think you've defeated me? You think you've got all the pants? Ha ha ha. You'll never win, Kakeru. And then, in the standard trope of Ape Escape, something you all probably know and love if you've played the series, turns out Spectre has a giant robot. Somehow, in the virtual space that we're in, Spectre built a giant robot. So, this robot has 4 attacks. It will either do an arm swipe, it will do rockets, lasers, or fire monkeys at me. So I'm going to do very, very specific left-right movements. All of this is to bait him into behaving specific ways so that I can grab bombs for free. Because the only way to damage him is the bombs. Now, there is a glitch you can get where... when you collect those monkeys, if you collect them on the center spot... Oh, I might get hit for that. Alright, I still hit him. It was fine. If you collect them on the spot where they spawn, you'll actually defeat all of the monkeys, and you'll miss out on extra hits. You can get 2 to 3, depending on how you set it up. And now, you just saw me jump into the pit. That's because that whatever attack Spectre is doing, whether it be an arm swipe, rockets, monkeys, is instantly canceled if you throw Kakeru into the void. So, rockets are incredibly slow and literally impossible to avoid getting damaged on. So, what we do is we jump into the pit to skip the rocket cycle, which is an incredibly slow attack, and instantly move on so that we'll be able to get the monkey spawn attack sooner. Because monkey spawn, as you can see, 2 hits of damage, that's really good. So, time is going to be coming up on when Spectre stops moving and then a hitbox or a text box spawns. I will call it, no worries. But just so you know, this run was incredibly good, so do expect time to be coming up shortly. Alright, so last cycle. If we're lucky, we'll kill him before he does monkeys again. Or not lucky. If this fight was good, we'll kill him before he does monkeys again. We will see, though. Okay, so we're gonna have to eat these lasers. Thankfully, you can always get 1 bomb in before lasers. Ooh. So here, always do 3 arm swipes. Oh, that was it. That was final hit. And I'm not kidding when I say this run was insanely good, guys. Alright, get ready, and... time. What a run. That is 17 seconds from PB. RNG blessed, dude. I was not expecting that. 50-47. Alright. Dang. That was crazy. So, now we gotta clean all the pants. So this lag, is actually the game. This is built into this game. The cutscene just has so much going on that the game lags. Really quick, I'd like to do a quick shout out to the Ape Escape community, specifically B-Man Rules You 21, him, Iguanas in Pajamas, Yuri SR, and a couple other individuals took a lot of their time. They broke this game open. They took all of the files because the game's text is actually in files, and they translated it all. So if you guys would like to play this game in English, here's a link in chat where you can download the ROM, or not the ROM. There is no copyrighted content in that. It gives you full instructions on how to set it up, and all the plugins you'll need and everything. Please play this game. This game is amazing. I love this game. I highly recommend it. And it's literally explains what happens between Ape 1 and 2. But yeah, I mean, that was an insane run. Thanks guys for having me. I'm on backup for GDQ, so I mean, I'm glad I at least got to show this somewhere. And good luck to D-Limes, who is going to be next. Thanks, guys.
Thanks to SRGTsilent for that awesome Piposaru 2001 run. Coming up next is our finale with Metal Gear Solid Integral, All Boss Extreme from D-13. Stick around, folks.